India, the world's largest democracy, is growing. Yes, we have so many parameters. Since 1991 liberalization, the service sector in India is growing. And we are having the highest population in this world, which creates an amicable atmosphere for the investors. This is Subhrajeet Ganguly. I'm welcoming you all to the Knowledge Series podcast of the Heritage Pod. And to discuss this interesting topic, economic growth versus economic development, we have with us Professor Dr. Debashis Mazumdar. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
So, we are living in a country which is growing at a good rate. And considering the median age of Indian, which is 28.5 years, according to a few reports of Deloitte and other authentic sources. So, we always use layman terms and we just use words like inflation, GDP, per capita. Can you tell us what are this? Because without understanding, most of us use such words.
When we talk about growth, it is all about quantitative progress of an economy. And quantitative progress means economic progress in terms of quantitative terms. For example, when you talk about growth of Indian economy, you talk about the growth in our total production, which often in technical language we call gross domestic product, GDP, or per capita gross domestic product, or gross national product. And in layman term, we often call it national income.
Yes.
Okay, so when over time the national income or per capita national income, it shows an increasing trend, we call that country is growing. In various advertisements, you will find "Dakho ami badchi mummy."
Yes,
This is growth.
correct.
How long I am, how tall I am.
Advertisement.
But whether my intelligent quotient is increasing, that is whether qualitatively I am growing, that is development.
Okay.
Therefore, this is the basic difference between growth and development. That is the economic progress in qualitative terms. Now, the question is whether the standard of living of the average population, whether that is improving,
Yeah.
whether gender disparity is falling, whether unemployment is falling, whether poverty is falling. So, when you consider all these aspects in a society, in a broader sense of the term, then you can understand what is global, say, along with the global society, whether our country is developing or not.
Then what about those data? I mean, I was going through a report by Deloitte, which says that the GDP year-on-year growth, which has surpassed their prediction. So this year, GDP year-on-year growth is somewhere around 8.15%,
Yeah.
which is huge as considering the inflation
Yeah.
and the kind of depression, whatever is happening around the world. So is India really growing or India is developing at the same time?
The $1,000,000 question. And I must answer it step by step.
Yep.
Number one, at present, India's position in the global ranking is 5th in terms of our GDP, size of GDP. It is about, say, more than $3 trillion US. Okay. And in terms of, say, real, there are two types of income. One is real income, the other is nominal income.
Yes.
You often call it purchasing power parity dollar. PPP.
Yeah.
It indicates nothing that the amount of a commodity of a particular quality which is available in terms of $1 in USA, if that quality, that quantity is available, how much you pay, and that is called purchasing power parity. For example, in USA, you need, say, $10 for a haircut, and if you need here 100 rupees for that same quality haircut, then PPP dollar is $1 goes to 10 rupees.
10 rupees. Oh,
That is PIP.
so in that case, PPP, if you see the PPP rank, that is different from nominal GDP.
Yeah. Nominal 5th rank. PPP 3rd rank.
Third rank.
Yes, because our inflation rate is lower.
Okay.
Inflation rate is lower. We are growing at a very faster pace. Now, there is some tricky indicators. For example, if we indicate the growth rate, for example, during 1860 to 1945, there is a great work, research work.
Absolutely.
It shows that on an average during that time period, India's per capita GDP, per capita national income, was rising only at a rate of 0.5%.
We were not independent that time.
At that time.
Yeah.
After independence, it is gradually growing, and now it is 5.4% per capita. And as you were telling, it is in terms of the gross, it is sorry, it is more than 8%.
Okay.
So when a country is growing, it means that its size of the GDP as well as the rate of growth of that income, whether total or per capita, it is increasing. That is one indicator of economic progress, quantitative indicator.
Great, sir. Thank you so much for such insight. It was really a comprehensive discussions, and we hope to have more such discussions in this knowledge series.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, that was Professor Dr. Debashis Mazumdar speaking on the topic economic growth versus economic development. For such content, keep listening and watching the Heritage Pod. This is Subhrajit signing off.